students, welcome back to another video with Miss Laura. Today, we are going to develop one activity together, okay? So we are going to develop our reading part. So let's take a look. For today, we have programmed the following pages, okay? So let's take a look here. Yes, for today, we are going to develop first the reading part, which is the page 102 and the page 95, okay? Yes, that's for today. So here we go. It says, read and discuss. What things do children sometimes worry about? Okay, what are those things the children are worried about? For example, maybe some children are worried about food, school, friends, maybe, right? Who can children talk to about their worries? Maybe some children can talk about their worries with the best friend, with a best friend or some friends, right? Have you ever read an Agony column in a magazine? Well, in my case, I haven't, okay? Yes. Do you think these columns are a good idea? Why or why not? Maybe this kind of magazine or articles that the writer writes in a column is interesting and it is good because it gives some suggestions, some advices that you can follow and you can read and maybe you can consider, okay? So here it says, read the title and in the introduction, predict what the writer is worried about. Read and find out. For example, the title here is New School Nerves. New School Nerves. That is our title. It says, are you feeling nervous about leaving primary school? Does the idea of starting secondary school stress you out? In today's column, Frank answers a message from a worried pupil in Liverpool. Okay, it says, dear Frank, I'm worried about moving to secondary school in September. Okay, this is happening when? In September, right? Most of my friends are going to go to a different school and I know that I'm going to miss them a lot. I'm also scared that I won't make any new friends because I'm quite shy. My mom says that it's silly to worry and that I'll soon make friends. But she doesn't understand what it's like. Can you help? Worry from Liverpool. Okay, it says here in the column. Dear Worry from Liverpool, starting a new school is a big change, so it's natural to worry about it. The good thing is that your new classmates will also feel nervous, so it will be easier to make friends. Here are some few tips to help you. When you start your new school, try to talk to lots of people in your class. The second advice or the second tip, if you are shy, then just smile and say hi to begin with. Third tip, if you are worried about being alone at lunchtime, you could do a lunchtime activity. You will learn, okay, you will learn a new skill and meet people, and meet pupils who have got the same interests as you. Finally, it's important to stay in touch with your old friends. You can phone, text, or email each other and share your experiences about life in secondary school. I'm sure it'll make you feel better. Good luck in September, Frank. It says, if you are worried about something, send an email to frank@frankanonymous.com. Okay, so you can write there your email and send your email there to frank@frankanonymous.com. Yes? So this is about our reading for today. So now we are going to develop the activity book. Okay, here it says, okay, read and circle the correct word. Worry from Liverpool is going to a new school in August, September, October. What do you think? It happened In, yes, that's right, September. Very good. Worry from Liverpool's mom say that it is silly to feel nervous, shy, or worried. It is silly to feel worry, okay? Fran says that all the new classmates will feel different. No, right? The same. Yes, because it's the first time that they are going to secondary school, right? Fran suggests doing an after school weekend lunchtime activity, right? Fran thinks it's a good idea to keep in touch with new friends, all friends or teachers. So you have constantly talking about or keep in touch with the new friends or old friends? All friends, that's right. Number two, say, work with a partner, read the advice and say, what's the problem? No, what the problem is. So in this case, here we have advices. We are going to identify what is going to be the problem. Okay, it says, number one, why don't you study? Why don't you study a bit longer every day? What will be the problem maybe? Maybe the student has low grades, right? So it's really, he has or she has bad scores, right? Number two, what about taking drawing lessons? Maybe the problem will be, I'm really bad at drawing, no? So the suggestion or the advice is, what about taking drawing lessons to improve, right? Three, try to repeat the words you hear twice. Maybe the problem here will be pronunciation, right? So in that way, you're going to repeat the words that you hear twice. Four, you could take a nap. Or maybe this person, the problem will be that the person cannot sleep. So in this case, you could take a nap, no? Maybe that person feels so tired, right? Yes. What about number three? It says, read the problem and write the advice. So here we are going to write our advices, okay? So in this case, let me see. Okay, so here it says, what is the problem here? Our problem here is, I haven't got any money. So what is the advice that we have to do? We have to give, I haven't got any money. Okay, why don't you save money, no? Why don't you save money in your, maybe in your money box, no? In your money box, yes. Maybe will be one advice, right? I'm really hungry. Okay, if you are really hungry, what is the advice that you can give? Try to eat something, maybe, no? Try to eat something if you're really hungry. Okay, three, I would like to make more friends. What would be the suggestion? Why don't you talk with many people? Yes. I'm always late for school. Advice. What would be the advice? I'm always late for school. Okay. What about, maybe you can say, no, what about putting your alarm on clock, putting your alarm clock on time. So it will be helpful for you, right? It will be, yes. Okay, so those are our advices in number three. Now, what about number four? It says here, right? Listen and circle A, B, or C. So we have a listening here, okay? Here, let's continue. It says agony and, okay? How to prepare exams, okay? You're going to listen and choose which one is the best answer, okay? So let me share with you the sound. Here we go, okay?
You're listening to Radio FM, and I'm Peter Goodman. On today's programme, we're going to talk to our favourite agony aunt, Fran Waters. Welcome to the show, Fran.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
What are you going to talk about today?
Well, last week I received a letter from an 11-year-old pupil called Tim. He told me he was very worried about his summer exams. So I'm going to talk about how to prepare for exams.
What advice have you got? Is it important to revise before an exam?
Of course it is, but you need to take regular breaks. You should revise for a short period of time, about 45 minutes, and then take a break. After about 15 minutes, you can continue revising.
Should you study a lot the night before an exam?
Quite the contrary. It isn't a good idea to revise too much the night before an exam. Remember that you need plenty of sleep. The best thing is to read your notes one last time and then have an early night.
Is there any more advice you can give us?
Well, you need to be prepared on the day. Make sure that you have all the things you need. For example, rulers, a calculator, or a geometry set.
Well, I think that's all for today. Thank you very much, Fran.
Okay, so now let's listen again and we are going to find the answers, okay?
You're listening to Radio FM, and I'm Peter Goodman. On today's programme, we're going to talk to our favourite Agony aunt, Fran Waters. Welcome to the show, Fran.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
What are you going to talk about today?
Well, last week I received a letter from an 11-year-old pupil called Tim. He told me he was very worried about his summer exams.
Okay, so what is Tim worried about? Yes, you have the answer, right? His exams. Very good. Okay, let's continue.
So I'm going to talk about how to prepare for exams.
What advice have you got? Is it important to revise before an exam?
Of course it is, but you need to take regular breaks. You should revise for a short period of time.
What should Tim revise? For sure, how, not how. How should Tim revise for short periods of time? Good.
About 45 minutes, and then take a break. After about 15 minutes, you can continue revising.
Should you study a lot the night before an exam?
Quite the contrary. It isn't a good idea to revise too much the night before an exam. Remember that you need plenty of sleep. The best thing is to read your notes one last time and then have an early night.
Is there any more advice you can give?
So here it's saying, now what does Tim need to do the night before? Revise little, very good. A little and go to bed early. That's right. Let's continue here.
Us?
Well, you need to be prepared on the day. Make sure that you have all the things you need. For example, rulers, a calculator, or a geometry set.
Well, I think that's all for today. Thank you very much, Fran.
Yes, so what does Tim need to remember? To take the correct equipment. That's right. Good. So we completed here this activity. Now we go here. Which is the odd one out? University, secondary school, a college, or a sports center. What do you think is going to be the odd one out? Here is going to be a sports center. Yes, that's right, sports center. Why? Because university, secondary school, and college, you study in these places, but not in a sports center, right? Good. So we completed our activity. We completed our reading part. So that is all for this activity. See you in the next videos. Goodbye.